It's the March Madness Bracket Challenge.
Welcome to ATV Sports March Madness Bracket Challenge. I'm your host, Sarah Murphy. Now in this bracket, it's Utah State men's basketball taking on all other USU spring sports. Now first, we're going to take a look at men's cross country versus women's cross country in our first bracket of the day. Both teams competed at the Mountain West Championships in Las Vegas, but it was one race that really set one team apart from the other.
So here we go.
Junior Caleb Garnica sprinted to the finish line neck and neck with sophomore Sam Gilman from Air Force with that last-second pull-through to capture first in the men's 8-kilometer. The men's team finished in second place overall, while the women's team took fourth place. Now the men's placing moves them on to the next round. Next, we're going to go to men's and women's tennis. Even though the men did win their match on Monday at Northern Arizona 4-3, they lost to Utah 4-0 on Saturday, and, well, that hurts. The women, who beat both New Mexico State and UTEP, they are going to be advancing to the next round. Up next, we have women's volleyball and men's golf. The volleyball team played UNLV, where the Rebels swept the Aggies in 3.
5 sets, Frank, easy kill there for her.
Kill after kill from the Aggies on Thursday, like this one you're about to see that's coming from junior middle blocker Corinne Larson right here. Straight down the middle, but it wasn't enough as the Rebels pulled out all the stops to, like this block. Both teams were supposed to play again on Saturday at the Spectrum for the first time in 8 years, but UNLV claimed they had a COVID case, so they didn't play. The men's golf team competed at the 2-day Jackrabbit Invitational in Boulder City, Nevada. They finished in third place, but technically, even though the volleyball team lost, they were in second place, so volleyball is going to be advancing. Moving on, we have softball and women's soccer. On the pitch, although the Aggies got their first goal of the season, Colorado State scored 2, taking the win. Now, softball sent UC San Diego back to the beaches with a 5-1 victory on Friday, moving them to the next level in their tournament and the next level in our bracket. Moving on to the second round here, men's cross country is nationally ranked, but more importantly, they got an invite to the NCAA tournament for the second consecutive year and the third time in school history. Now, they found out this news on Monday and they were filled with cheers, especially when they found out that not just the men's team, but individual women's athlete, senior distance runner Katie Haviland also will be getting a chance to compete as an individual. Head coach Artie Golden says he's proud of his athletes' work ethic and their determination.
Everybody really has played a part, and to do something that very few, if anybody else outside of our team, believed that we could do, well, that's always special.
Now, up against men's cross country, we have women's tennis. While women's tennis ranked number 8 in the region, great job, ladies, the men's cross country team, they are ranked nationally, so they will be advancing. Next up is softball versus women's volleyball. Softball continued on in their clean sweep in San Diego on Saturday, beating the Tritons 5-3, while volleyball only competed in their single game. Volleyball is out, softball advances. Next, softball takes on men's cross country. Now, softball did win 2 games in a row over the weekend, but with men's cross country second place Mountain West win and their NCAA invitation, softball falls short and cross country moves on. Now, gymnastics over here, down here, gymnastics gets a bye because they're ranked 20th in the nation. So we're getting to the end here with gymnastics coming off their bye to take on men's cross country, with the gymnastics ranked 20th in the nation and cross country ranked 21st. Gymnastics barely sneaks by cross country to secure a place in our bracket final. Now we're on to the final round. Men's basketball coming off their bye versus gymnastics. Now, after their personal records over the weekend, gymnastics had a great meet, but men's basketball has dominated. Junior center Niniush Keita hosted a block party on Thursday against Wyoming. Here it is again. Slapped it down. It was a competitive first half with the Aggies going into halftime only up by 3, but plays like these. Keita with a dunk. Amazing. And another one. Pushed the Aggies over 72-59. Now, these victories carried over to Saturday, where they had a win against Fresno State, 57-51. On top of these games, men's basketball had some other wins as well. First up, Neemias Queta. Queta's intense blocks earned him the titles of Mountain West Conference Media Polls Player of the Year, as well as its unanimous Defensive Player of the Year. And if that's not enough, he also was the All-Mountain West First Team Selection and Bleacher Report's National Defensive Player of the Year. Joining him is senior forward Alfonso Anderson, named Mountain West Media Sixth Man of the Year, and junior center Justin Bean, who was named Second Team All-Mountain West. Also, we have junior guard Brock Miller, who received honorable mention, and junior guard Marco Anthony, named Mountain West Coaches Poll All-Defensive Team. So, using all this information, the winner of the USU March Madness Bracket Challenge is men's basketball. Now, yes, big congratulations to basketball. Great job. But let's move on to the competition that has the entire nation scheduling out their Mondays and screaming at their TVs. The Bachelor. Now, it's not the Stanley Cup, it's not the Vince Lombardi Trophy, but it is the Final Rose, and we find out who gets it on Monday. Taking a quick look at our bracket here, Matt James, he was one lucky guy starting the season with 39 women. Over a 9-week period, 35 women were sent home, leaving just 4 contestants left last week. Let's take a look at these last 4 contestants in our bracket. We have Serena, Michelle, Brie, and Rachel. Now, all 4 made it to hometown dates, but after Matt met her family, Serena, she self-eliminated, leaving just 3 contestants left. In this week's episode, we saw Matt sent Brie home, claiming he just wasn't feeling it. So this leaves our final 2 contestants as Michelle Young and Rachel Kirkconnell. We're going to have to wait for the big winner reveal next week, but until then, let us know your guesses and picks at the end of our special Bachelor Edition quiz on our Facebook page. You're now caught up on all your USU sports and Bachelor brackets for the week. We'll see what happens with Michelle and Rachel on Monday. Back to you guys at the desk.